You think you know how much you make. It's right there on the offer letter. It looks clean. It sounds official. It feels like truth. But the number on your salary slip is lying to you. And the reason is simple. That number is not your real life money. It's just the starting point. Let's say you earn $60,000 a year. To a lot of people, that sounds like a decent salary, maybe even a good one. Maybe it's the kind of number that makes people say, "You're doing fine." But fine on paper is not the same as fine in real life. Because before that money ever reaches your pocket, it gets attacked from multiple directions. Taxes take their share. Benefits take their share. Retirement deductions take their share. And suddenly the number you thought you were earning is already shrinking. That's the first lie. But it's not even the biggest one. Because salary doesn't just get reduced by deductions. It gets reduced by your job itself. Think about what your job actually costs you. You need transport. You need fuel or metro fare. You need parking. You need clothes that fit the workplace. You need food during the workday. You need coffee because mornings are brutal. You need more comfort spending because work drains you. You need more weekends just to recover from Monday. None of that shows up on your salary slip, but all of it comes out of your money. So when someone says, "I make $30 an hour," the real question is not whether that number sounds impressive. The real question is, how much of that is actually yours after the job is finished? Because if you spend 2 hours commuting, buy lunch every day, drive a car that eats money, and spend extra just to survive the stress of the week, that $30 an hour starts looking very different. It may not be $30. It may be $18. It may be $12. In some cases, it may be even less. And that's where most people get trapped. They think they are earning more than they really are. They compare salaries. They compete for titles. They celebrate raises. But they never calculate what the salary actually buys. And that is the whole game. Because money is not just about income. It is about purchasing power. A bigger salary means nothing if your costs rise faster than your income. A raise means nothing if inflation eats it. A promotion means nothing if you need a bigger car, a fancier lifestyle, and more stress to keep up with it. That's why so many people feel broke even when they are doing well. They are not imagining it. Their money is leaking in places they never measured. And the worst part is that the leak feels normal. You tell yourself the commute is part of life. You tell yourself the lunch spending is minor. You tell yourself the extra shopping is deserved. You tell yourself the stress spending is just a little reward for surviving the week. But those small leaks are exactly what destroy financial progress. This is why salary is such a dangerous illusion. It makes you feel safe while keeping you trapped. It makes you feel stable while quietly limiting your future. Because salary is still time for money, and time has a ceiling. You can work harder, but you cannot work forever. You can ask for raises, but raises are slow. You can change jobs, but there is still a limit to what one person can earn with one set of hours. That's the second lie. Your salary makes you feel like your income is growing, when in reality your freedom may not be growing at all. Now here's where things get interesting. Most people think the answer is simply to make more money. And yes, more money helps. But if your money habits stay the same, a bigger salary just becomes a bigger version of the same problem. A person who cannot manage $3,000 a month will usually not magically manage $6,000 a month. They just upgrade the lifestyle, upgrade the stress, and stay in the same financial loop. That's why high earners can still feel broke, because the issue is not only income, it is the cost of maintaining the income. Here's the part nobody talks about. A job does not only pay you, a job also charges you. It charges you with time. It charges you with energy. It charges you with attention. It charges you with opportunity cost. Every hour spent maintaining a salary is an hour that cannot be used to build something scalable. That could be a business. That could be investing. That could be a skill that compounds. That could be ownership. And ownership is the real escape hatch, because salary can keep you alive, but ownership is what can make you free. That is why wealthy people do not worship salary. They use salary. They squeeze savings out of it. They turn part of it into assets. They turn income into leverage. They make money work beyond their working hours. That's the real shift, not how do I get a bigger paycheck? The better question is, how do I stop depending on one paycheck? Now, let's bring this back to your life. If you want to know whether your salary is lying to you, ask these 4 questions. First, how much do I actually take home after all deductions? Second, how much does this job cost me each month to maintain? Third, how much of this salary is disappearing into lifestyle inflation? Fourth, what would happen if this salary stopped tomorrow? That last one is the most important, because if the answer is panic, then your salary is not freedom. It is dependency. And dependency is expensive. That's why an emergency fund matters. That's why savings matter. That's why investing matters. Not because they make you feel fancy, because they buy you time. And time is what salary cannot give you. Money in the bank changes your decisions. It changes your confidence. It changes how you negotiate. It changes whether you stay in a bad job or walk away. It changes whether you can think long-term instead of just surviving the month. That is the real difference. A salary is only powerful when it creates options. If it only creates bills, then it is not building wealth. It is just feeding a machine. So don't ask, how much do I make? Ask, how much do I keep? Don't ask, how big is my salary? Ask, how much freedom does it actually buy? Because the salary number can look impressive and still leave you powerless. And once you see that clearly, you stop chasing the illusion. You start building something real. You start reducing leaks. You start increasing savings. You start investing. You start buying time instead of buying status. And that is when money finally begins to work for you instead of against you. Your salary is not the truth. It is just the headline. The real story is what remains after taxes, expenses, stress, inflation, and lifestyle all take their cut. That number is the one that matters. That number tells you whether you are getting ahead. That number tells you whether you are buying freedom. And that number is the one you should never stop calculating.